We live in a technological age. However, technology cannot solve all the world's problems. Therefore, some people agree that we need to place less emphasis on technological advance. Now look at the sample topic given in the IELTS handbook. Present a written argument or case to an educated reader with no specialist knowledge of the following topic. It is inevitable that as technology develops, traditional cultures must be lost. Technology and tradition are incompatible. You cannot have both together. You should use your own ideas, knowledge, and experience to support your arguments with examples and relevant evidence. Do the two topics ask the same question or not? Both are about technology, and in both cases technology is contrasted with something else. The first question is on contrasting technology with other values, while in the second question it is contrasted with traditional culture. Whether you treat these questions as basically the same or not depends on your definition of tradition and of other values. Both are very broad terms and can be interpreted in different ways, and here it is important to take time to consider what they mean to the average educated reader and what they mean to you. If you think of traditional culture as dealing only with material objects such as food and clothing, then you will discuss this is one way. If you also include social activities such as music and dance and theater, then you may give a different answer. And if you include concepts such as religion and social behavior, then you will be able to consider both questions as basically dealing with the same concepts, since other values in this case would be included in traditional culture. It is up to you to decide how broadly you want to consider the definition of traditional culture, but you must make your concept clear to your reader. In the same way, if you have the first question to deal with, you must indicate what you mean by other values. It is not necessary to give a formal definition, which is very difficult to do. In other words, you do not need to write traditional cultures can be defined as ... Instead, you can write something like, by traditional culture, I mean not only the things that people make, like hand-woven cloth or houses, but also their ceremonies and performances, such as music and dance. In other words, you can give examples to help you to define. What about the terms technology and technological age? Do they need defining? Not really. Again, it would be enough to give examples. Task 3. Look at the above two questions again and think about their focus. If you decide to define traditional culture more or less in the same way as other values, could you write basically the same essay for both? Time. It is worth spending enough time on stage. 1. To ensure that your essay answers the question as it was intended by the examiners. If you spend 2 or 3 minutes thinking about the topic, it may seem like a long time during an exam, but it is time well spent if it helps you to write confidently and appropriately. Stage 2. Selecting and presenting ideas. Finding ideas. In an essay of 250 words to be written in 40 minutes, you cannot be too ambitious about what you write. Some students make the mistake of trying to express very deep ideas and they never get past writing an introduction to what would be a long essay if there was time. On the other hand, if you do not have any specific idea at all, you may find yourself saying only one thing over and over again in several different ways. This is not the way to get a good score. Look at the following example. The internet has provided great benefits to modern society because it has helped everyone in their work. It makes everything easier. It has helped all sectors of society. Without the internet, everything is much more difficult and takes a long time. But since we have the internet, every kind of work is much easier to do. Therefore, the internet has provided great benefits to everyone.